Okay, so this will be the Floaty Boaty podcast. It's me, William from Floaty Boaty,
and me, Casey from my
Casey
house.
Burnett. You should probably sit here. So yeah, I guess we'll do video if it's ever gets popular. Just wanted to some good, deep and honest discussion about politics and religion and all that good stuff between two people that are pretty opposite point of views in like everything.
Yeah, might get death threats.
Yeah, might get death threats, but that's okay.
I'm used to it.
I mean, not
Just kidding.
between us,
Yeah.
We're gonna try to be understanding and open-minded here.
Okay. Yeah, right now
Okay.
we're playing Ark.
Yeah, so we're just basically gonna play video games while we record these. Can we move the screen? Hold up. Yeah, we both need to sit. So yeah, we have to think of a topic for each episode, really.
Yeah.
Okay, this one could definitely be like, I don't know, what can we talk about?
I think we should talk about the military.
The military? Okay, so.
We already had this discussion earlier, but I mean.
Yeah. Well, you want to do like military history or anything like that?
We could. I really don't care, honestly.
I'll just call this guy Stupid Source because of the mean name I gave him.
You're really just mean, aren't you?
Yeah.
You really just don't like your dinosaurs.
I love him actually, but he's still stupid.
You're like an abusive father that still loves his kid somehow.
For some reason.
Yeah.
I see you, but my wife has several kids. Or my husband.
Yeah. Just don't.
You think we could get this pterodactyl? I think with bows and arrows we could probably like. Can you shoot them down?
We
Or
can
will they?
try. I mean.
I don't think they attack at all.
Yeah. No. Now get your slingshot. See if you can take it out of the air. You can get a bola.
Yeah, that's not even close. Yeah, bolo definitely is what we need to do. So.
And then I'll get a bow. Okay. Anyway.
So back to military. We'll try to keep this topic. We'll try to stay on topic.
Yeah.
I think we can definitely do like rabbit hole type situations where we just go down and see where conversation leads us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I kind of want this to be like I don't know if I asked you this earlier, but I kind of want this to be like Tiny Meat Gang podcast.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fantastic podcast. It's with Cody Cohen, Noel Miller.
Mhm.
It's pretty good. It's just kind of like some lighthearted stuff, but it's like really funny. They're two really funny guys. Honestly, you should have watched them.
Mhm.
Anyways, so to military, like what specific? First off, military history is just such an interesting, intricate topic.
Yeah, if like you had to ask me what I knew most about with history, it'd probably military history.
Yeah, military history is definitely that's the reason most like historians and history majors get into history in the first place.
And like yeah.
I mean,
speaking about the bow, what I find really interesting is that like Native Americans before they were contacted by Europeans had bows. Like cultures developed bows independently from one another. Like they didn't have like one idea and it spread. It was like
yeah, it was like separately.
Like,
they all figured it out.
They developed it independently.
But they all had, which I find interesting. They all had like slightly different like alterations of.
Yeah, but they were all like incredibly similar.
Yeah, they were similar, but they were slightly different, and it better adapted them for like that type of environment. Like Chinese longbows that you like use for like sieges, they like the height of a person, Yeah, and they would be used to get over walls, like with the Mongolians and stuff. Mongolians had short bows because they would.
they had to ride on.
They rode on horses, and they couldn't have some.
Yeah, there's a specific type of bow just for horseback shooting.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I just think that's cool how it all happens separately and like. Whole thing. Now bows are all more compact because you have you have compound bows and they don't need to be. Oh, did you just hit him again? Yeah, you kind of.
I need to make him more conscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not talking, but that you don't need all the tension that you don't like the amount of energy that you develop when you have such like a long thing. You don't need all that because there's like a whole gear system in compound bows.
But like it's not just like sharpened sticks. It's like a relatively complex weapon.
Yeah. The more you think about it, really, just the way they were so accurate. Like an arrow, a well-made arrow could just go through a person.
Why does it say I tamed it? Whatever. What are we gonna call it?
Oh, why did you tame it? Aww. Okay, so
female tank.
For the people that cannot see, which is everybody, we just tamed. If you've ever played Ark, there's like these big turtle, kind of like an ankylosaurus, if you know what that is, but like I don't know.
Look it up.
But we've been taming it. And, yeah, so I've been taming it this whole time, and it just became his. So it's very fun.
Okay, so that will be female tank.
Yeah, we have tank already.
We have a male one. Oh,
He's just hanging out.
I accidentally leveled up your parasaurs. Parasaur for you. My bad.
Stupid Saurus. Let's see who he follows. Let's see who the female tank. Yeah, they follow me.
I think I get to name it because I'm host.
No, they're following you. This sucks, dude.
Yeah,
I can't
whatever.
believe it.
Shut up.
You have Jaquan in both of the tanks.
Yeah.
Jaquan is our.
But hey, you get 2 dodos. So don't be complaining.
You have like 5.
No.
We're getting off the topic of military.
Yeah, okay,
Break
anyway.
up the. Bows are a really interesting thing. I think
it's very interesting.
I think it's interesting. They're kind of like the ragtag sort of like a fighting style that the Native Americans, tended to like have because they would trade with
Incas, Aztec, or
yeah,
no, not really.
Like
Incas,
colonists.
Aztecs. If you're talking about North American.
We're talking about North American Native Americans.
Yeah, they would trade with the Aztecs.
And
with each other because they were very diverse.
So I'm talking about more in more modern times, like in the 1700s, they would trade. But what the colonists would do is they'd paint their worst rifles and they'd paint them bright colors.
Yeah.
Because that's what held value basically in the Native American cultures, from my understanding. That's kind of what was valued. Hey, can I have some cooked meat?
Yeah, there's gonna be some in the fire. There.
But
yeah, there's some in the fire.
That's what was valued. So they'd give them these garbage rifles and trade them for food from the Native Americans, but they'd be colored brightly, so that's why they kind of took them.
Yeah, that's interesting. But before the Europeans came, the Native Americans, they actually had societies as big as Europeans.
Yeah.
There's this one city. It was near the Great Lakes. It was completely Native American before the Europeans arrived. There was a wooden temple bigger than the pyramids.
Oh, that's nuts.
And they had a larger population than Paris and London at the time.
Yeah, that's.
It was an incredibly large city. So
that's pretty cool. What was it called?
When you think, usually, I don't know, something really that I can't pronounce, but.
Something very Native American.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's just.
Don't get me wrong.
Very traditional, hard to pronounce words.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what? If you're mad at us, try to pronounce it yourself.
Yeah, we don't want. I think it'd be more offensive for us to try to pronounce it and it sound like we're making.
But anyway, so yeah, because most people think that they all were in small tribes. But
yeah, there wasn't just teepees and tents and stuff. It was
And maybe that's true for the plains culture and pretty much all cultures
type stuff.
After the Europeans arrived and other diseases killed other these Native Americans.
Yeah, they'd get common cold and just die.
Yeah, but shut up. Will.
Kick the bucket. That's not untrue.
Oh.
These guys are are these not the same ones?
They're the ones that are hard to tame. And also,
no, I think these are different ones actually.
Really? Kill them.
Put rare mushroom in last. Okay. Oh.
Rare mushroom? We don't have that.
Okay, well these are gonna be meat lizards then.
Never say that again. I just took off my pants and clothes. Well, not in real life. Calm down. It was an arc.
Okay, die, meat lizard. Where's my stupid source?
Wait, what were we talking about again?
Native American culture.
Yeah. But yeah, their bows are really interesting too.
Yeah.
I was looking it up. They were. I mean, I'm not sure how much better or worse they were from the Europeans. But, I think the reason that Native Americans didn't get gunpowder the same time that Europeans did was because
they have different resources, really.
Well, they didn't have things like oxen.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't really produce.
Yeah, they didn't have the same in Europe.
Because oxen, they were actually very important to history. You can make a trowel in their farm.
Mm-hmm.
And the Aztecs and Incas didn't have that. Well, I'm being. Whoa, Will, help! Oh, it's a raptor.
It's a freaking velociraptor, bro. Good lord.
Jaquan, help. Okay, it's
okay,
dead.
You got it.
It's dead, but I'm also nearly dead, so. I'm gonna need some protection. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I guess
I really almost died. Dude.
I guess I'll just stay near you. I guess. Yeah, I guess they're coming out of the woods. Speaking of woods, guerrilla warfare.
Speaking of woods, yeah, that thing guerrilla warfare me.
Well, guerrilla warfare is honestly just
Can I ride this also? Wait, can I ride this with you?
try. Military strategy is just such an interesting thing to
It is very interesting.
talk about.
You ever heard of the hammer and anvil?
Is that like a...
It was a Greek strategy. They used to have phalanxes.
Well, phalanxes, yeah.
They're just like 2 meter long spears, and they would use.
What's like 3 feet?
Yeah, they wasn't
6 feet 6 inches, 6.5. That's 2 meters.
Oh, two. So it was big. They were massive
A
spears.
meter is 3 feet 3 inches.
Well, look it up. It was a
6.5 feet.
It's just a huge spear, and they would use these so the enemy couldn't touch them. They would kind of like use the spear to like
turtle
keep them
formation.
away. No, turtle formation. What they would
Turtle formations, they'd hold their the shields on top of them.
No, but it was still a very slow moving formation. But they would have whenever the enemies tried to break through the phalanx, they really couldn't because of these massive spears. And
they just kind of
stopped. And while they were fighting the phalanxes, they would have cavalry go around and hit them from the back while they were trying to break through this phalanx.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first like strategies, like Blitzkrieg type thing.
Mm-hmm. I have a book called Blitzkrieg, and I haven't read it, but it looks like it'd be good.
But it's kind of interesting because we still use Blitzkrieg tactics today.
Yeah, lightning war.
Like,
that's such a cool name. That's what Blitzkrieg means.
Yeah, you would use planes to weaken the enemy. And then
is that an Oviraptor or a Velociraptor?
Really, the only purpose of the infantry in the Nazi army was to clean up after the tanks went through.
Oh shoot!
Uh-oh.
Oh shoot!
You better kill that thing, bro. Why are there so many?
Yo! Hey, you want some help?
I can try.
Some help, brother? Brother?
Yeah.
Brother Dia?
I'm just glad there's not pack. Dude, you're
No! Die!
It's on fire.
Please go away.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh, it glitched.
It's very low in health.
No, give him some berries. Oh my.
Does he have berries?
Dude, we're getting... I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll feed him. You go do whatever it is you do.
You feed him. I'll keep guard for any more that come back, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish I had a spear. Spears are the most underrated weapon of war.
Yeah,
like in ancient, like...
We sharpened sticks early.
Yeah.
Like
some they're called a Romans called them pila.
Hey, there's a raptor over there on your
Bring
house.
tank back. Is he set to passive or aggressive?
I don't know. Where's the new tank we got?
He's behind you.
Female tank.
Set tank to
aggressive.
I'm setting stupid source to aggressive.
I do not want to spay that thing, dude. That's so weird.
Behavior. Yeah, he needs to be on aggressive.
Attack your target. Okay.
We need to stick together, because there's...
Jaquan needs to do the same thing.
We'll die. Did you get berries for, what's his name?
It already has berries, dude.
Is it getting better? Stupid. Come here. Yeah, he's good. He's at more than half.
Okay. Alright, anyway.
Back to the topic. Well, tank's just vibing. We're talking about
You know, the Nazis want to make, like, a huge tank.
Oh, I read about that.
Okay, I know that's kind of, like really broad, but they wanted to make a tank that was like the size of like buildings, not building like.
Yeah,
buildings.
I know. I watched a thing on that.
It's a peaceful raptor.
What did they call it? Did you see the one about? I watched like a 50-minute.
Hey! Look at this! This one's untamed.
There's one thing about
Wait, should we kill this?
No. Yeah, sure, tame it. The Japanese wanted to make. I think they were successful in these. They just never got them deployed.
They wanted to make their own Tiger tank.
No, aircraft carrying submarines.
Oh, I've heard of that. I didn't know that was a Japanese idea.
It was Japanese during World War II, and they started in like 41, but by the time they were ready to deploy them in 45, I think Hiroshima had happened, and they were like about to surrender. So it was really like, what can you do?
Well, honestly, I think one of the reasons the Nazis didn't win the war was because they invested so much in Tiger.
Oh no.
Oh crap.
Oh no.
Yeah, the reason because they didn't. Early in the war, like 1939, 1940.
They're all fighting, dude. This is terrible. This is really bad.
Okay, yeah, this is.
Really bad. No.
No.
We killed one.
Okay. Our tank, Alright, give us a sec. Hold on. No!
Oh!
No! Kill it! You son of a gun! No!
You darn twiddling tootin'.
I wouldn't be cussing right now. Oh, I'm dead.
Tank. Well, I'm dead.
Okay.
Ah!
But Tank, I think Tank can finish it off.
No, that was we set it to aggressive, not attack your target. That means they just attack everything that could be slightly.
That's why they attacked the Triceratops.
Yeah, because it was stupid. Source.
Oh, okay, they finished it off. So that was really bad, wasn't it?
Tank killed it.
Yeah, Tank finished it off.
Yeah, Tank.
Why is this thing?
No, that's female Tank. Tank died.
Yeah.
No. Harvest the bodies for flesh.
Yeah. Now we kill it.
No, stupid Saurus is dead.
Attack your target. Oh, dude.
Guys.
Okay, we'll find more. I hate
Anyway, back to the top.
Oh, why is the combat music on again?
We need to get the saddle back from this guy, I guess. What were we talking about?
We were talking about how I was talking about the Nazis, like when they got most of the territory from Poland, and even early when they were fighting the Russians, they used like relatively cheap tanks, and like the Panzer II.
Well, because they had come to an agreement that it was going to be like a peaceful thing, so Poland fought back initially, but they just kept getting pushed further back, and by the time they were like at Krakow and Warsaw and stuff like that, they just gave up, really. Because there's not much you can do against a war machine on several fronts. They'd basically been cornered, and they're getting flanked on both sides, so it's just like...
Why can't I grab the rest
It's what can you do? They had Czechoslovakia above them. They had everything around them.
But anyway, what was I... Okay, I was saying earlier that... Once they started making expensive tanks, that's when you find that they started getting pushed back.
Did female tank die?
Yeah, female. No, female tank's alive.
They're fighting the pterodactyl.
Okay, is that thing still
Female tank is set to aggressive.
Okay, can you fix that real quick?
She's just fighting everything, dude.
Fix that real quick. Attack your target. Idiot.
Calm down.
That thing... Wait, should we kill that thing? That thing cost us our original tank.
No, I think we just need to regroup and get everything.
At least now the dodos are dead.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, once they started trying to make Tiger tanks, they were really just wasting... I mean, don't get me wrong, Tiger tanks were monsters, and they could really destroy any tank one-on-one.
It's like how we were talking about standard issue rifles. It's like, they
attacked.
might be...
I'm getting attacked.
Oh, it's a Dilophosaurus. They might be better, like, by themselves, but they're not going to be...
Poison.
You can't distribute as many of them.
Yeah.
And most of the time, numbers are going to win.
It was... In World War II, it was about numbers, not... how good the tank was.
Yeah, that's why France lost.
No, France actually had more tanks
France had more...
France was actually more powerful than Germany when the time they invaded. It's just Germany was smarter in how they maneuvered their troops. France couldn't really adapt to the new strategy that, you know.
Yeah, France has always seemed to be...
Dude, why is female tank killing everything? Where is it?
I set it to be chill.
Did it die?
No, I set it to attack your target. Female.
What is this thing?
Is that female tank?
No, it's just
It's just a random dead thing. I think it got killed in the battle.
Yeah.
Or
Dude,
maybe.
that was a vicious battle.
Yeah, that was terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once they started making the expensive tanks, they were pretty much just wasting their resources, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because you get to a point where you're so confident in yourself that you're like, I can do this, and it's just...
Yeah, Hitler was a maniac. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was...
I'm not really sure I need to tell anyone that.
Yeah, no. Knows that. I mean, he's constructed one of the greatest war machines in history, but...
It was mostly his generals that did that, but when he started losing the war...
but he appointed those
gave
generals.
less control to the generals, and he was not a very good tactician.
Yeah, no, of course. He was a very persuasive speaker.
Yes, he was
very
charismatic. He was smart politically, but not militarily.
Dude, female tank is just going around killing things. It's killing fish. Do you see? It's updating it. It's like, kill the fish. Kill the fish. Why is it...
What is this thing?
It's in the water, dude.
Where? I can't find it. Where? It's just chilling.
It's just there.
This thing is a freaking beast.
Yeah, he was like one of the most... He had such a way with not even people, just words.
Yeah.
He sounded... The secret to why Hitler was good with speaking was because he believed it so much. He was so convinced that all the things he was saying was true. If there's that much conviction, that you're gonna get at least some people. And not everybody in Germany agreed with it. A lot of people in Germany were like, no.
Yeah, but they were too much of cowards to really.
But
I wouldn't say cowards. I guess that's a little much, but.
They were definitely fearful, and that's not illogical fear.
I know, but
it's very rational.
I guess I would have. I never was in that situation, but I would guess I would try to.
Yeah, most people. It's very easy to say you try, and I like to think I would
that's
too.
Why I'm saying that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you know. I like to think I would try to, like, stop Hitler too.
I like to think that I'd do that, but I'm not really sure.
Like we're, like, middle class people.
Yeah.
We would be. Well, I don't think we'd be in much of a position to.
I think I'd passively resist.
Passive resistance, be like, well, now I am not going to.
Just be a bitch. Are we allowed to curse in this?
You can. I'm not going to.
Okay. Well, I am.
Oh
wow! I'm just killing my dead body.
It's just
it's kind of dark.
The people that did agree with him were all like they had the same form of conviction, so they were so aggressive about it. Nobody's gonna rise up and oppose that. And once again, he was like in the school system. The schools are like, we have to agree with him or he'll kill us. You know.
Yeah.
So that once you've won like
that's
schools.
Hitler Youth.
Yeah, Hitler Youth, man. That might have been the most like persuasive part. I wouldn't say the most persuasive part, but that was definitely a big part. Hitler Youth was kind of nuts.
So, do you know who the big four were? Like, you know who the big four allies were? Like they had a meeting in like somewhere in like I think Budapest, but there was 4 leaders of allies. What do you think they were? It was late in the war, so don't forget about France.
Who was with France? Churchill, probably.
Churchill, right?
Churchill, FDR, yeah.
Stalin. Can you name?
Oh yeah, I forgot Stalin. Yeah.
Can you name the other one?
No.
There was 4.
Who cares about France, dude?
No, it wasn't France. It was actually China.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, China's.
They lost the second most people in the war. Only.
Well, yeah, they're like they're pretty close to Germany.
They only lost I don't know
They
lost this. They're second in casualties behind the USSR only.
USSR was the definition of quantity over quality.
But yeah, it was the Japanese they fought. Can you get out of the way, you doing?
It's just they had so many people.
Move.
Attack of the Dead Men was fun.
Alright, I'm gonna start breeding dodos.
You gas out some Russians. 100 of them survive.
Wow.
They start coughing up their lungs.
Oh,
they charge at you.
That was World War One.
Yeah, it was World War One. Yeah, Russians kind of just got creamed in World War II. I mean, they didn't fall. They just got killed.
I kind of feel weird, kind of like breeding dodos. I've never really done.
I thought you were about to say like, kind of feel weird agreeing with Russians. Shut up.
Dude, get your weapons. Where's your inventory? Where'd you die?
Oh, I don't know. I think I got like shoved into the water or something like that.
Okay, find your stuff. There you are. Go get your stuff. Hurry.
What do I need? Let me see.
Yeah, there's so much poop in this house because of all the dodos. But yeah, the Chinese were pretty underestimated in their,
I didn't even know about all that, and I consider that I really, like, World War II is kind of my thing.
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of people don't.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It was mostly civilians, which it was also in the USSR.
Oh, I'm drowning.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm drowning.
You better not.
I just hear like odd gurgling noises. I'm like,
I enabled mating. Are they going to?
Interesting reaction, but what does it mean?
Wow, this is really weird. Just kind of letting them.
Just go at it.
What am I supposed to do? Tell them to go. Go do.
So deeper into military history.
What'd you say?
So deeper into military history. I think the history of standard issue rifles is interesting. I don't know.
It's kind of random.
Yeah, it is. But it's kind of like what our nation's military was built on, if you think about it. Without a gun, you don't have an army. So it's a flintlock. Flintlock was obviously the first thing, and then you go to cap lock. So you take it's just percussion caps instead of piece of flint, obviously.
These idiots go. Oh, are they doing?
Because you know how flintlock rifles work. It's like the big you know the big thing that you pull back that has a sharpened piece of flint. And it strikes against the frizzen, which is like a metal plate. So it's like a flint and steel basically, and then ignites a little bit of powder that's on the outside, which leads like down a tube to the powder that's on the inside, and then it propels the ball. Basically. So originally it was just like small metal balls, but then we got the mini ball, which isn't actually a ball. It just kind of looks like a bullet, but like made by a 4-year-old out of Play-Doh. And it was developed in France. But once we got those, that's when we kind of got into rifling, because we're like, hey, we can make this go farther if we make it go spinny around the barrel, you know?
Yeah.
And cap lock was basically the same idea. A percussion cap is like just has a little bit of powder in it. And it
why'd you look at that? I can
sparks, and the spark ignites, and it's the same type deal. You still do all that.
Okay, why are these dodos not breeding? I never thought I'd say those words before.
Why are you not breeding? And then after that, it was just first off, it was a type of rifle that was kind of like it's just like a one loader. It's like a bolt action type thing. Which, well, I mean, obviously stuff like that's still around today. Stuff like flintlocks are still around today, the replicas, but they're very uncommon. And then we kind of saw Germany using the Mauser, and we're like, we should do that. So we made a rifle that was kind of like, it was such a weird gun. It wasn't used for very long as a standard issue military rifle, but you basically like opened up a box on the side of the gun.
Yeah. And
you just put the bullets in loose, and it'd feed them in. So weird, and it'd only take like 5 of them.
I'm gonna make a flag.
Is there meat in here? Oh yeah, there is.
Dude, I have plenty of them.
Which is the?
I'm just not gonna say it. I was about
There's
to say
like 20 in there. You can have the other 24. I just want this.
Well,
so
I'm gonna look up how to breed dodos in Ark, I guess.
So yeah, that was a small that was a short little thing. Mausers were such a good functional. It was basically a throwaway gun. Like they were so cheap, but you could use them like. You just stunned them, man.
I think they laid an egg, dude.
Oh, yay! Our whole, army got killed, but we have an egg now.
Well, we have...
We have an egg.
We have 3 eggs, dude.
Yay! Oh, that's a lot
I think they were already mating, dude.
So yeah, we used that, and... Ooh, I don't remember where we went from there. It might have been the M1 Garand. Such a fantastic gun. I love it.
You love guns, don't you?
I really do. I think M14, after the M1 Garand, it was the M14. Now we're getting into Vietnam. So the M1 was in Korea and still later in Vietnam, really, but... Yeah, the M14, I can't remember if it still fires 30-06 like the M1, or if it's just, I think it moved to a smaller round.
I learned most of my, World War II guns, actually knowing about it from, War.War.
Yeah. But then we moved to the M16, or the M4A1, I can't remember.
Does this thing go hatch?
The M16, and now we're at the AR-15, so we still use that. There's still certain troops that use M14, so it's kind of they don't really line up. We don't stop using one gun completely and move to another one. Mm-hmm. It's kind of there's always gray blended areas of gun usage, you know?
Yeah.
Which
I can't believe I'm picking up dodo poop, dude.
Just clean and poop. We can use that for fertilizer.
Well, we don't really have a farm yet, do we? Go eat something, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm dying.
Oh yeah.
I'm losing the ability to remain alive.
Yeah, that's one way to say it.
Okay, meat lizard, meat lizard, meat lizard, meat lizard.
Don't say that.
Meat lizard?
Just
That's what they called me back in high school. Whoa. Sounds like I'm it's like I'm whipping a horse with a lot of testosterone.
Be careful. Choose your words carefully.
Is whipping a horse still offensive?
I don't know.
I think people carriage drivers.
I didn't really check up on that one recently. You still have some stuff you need to pick up. Are you just?
Nah, I don't care.
Let me see what you got. Oh wait, you forgot to get your flesh. Yeah, that's right. You can eat yourself after you die.
Oh, yum. Bro, just die.
No, Jaquan died.
Jaquan is dead.
I didn't know Jaquan was our what's just called a velociraptor.
Basically a velociraptor that spits.
Oh.
Wish I could tame one of these fellas with this. A Moss Chops. Sounds like a bad Pokemon.
Yeah.
Moss Chops. Actually, Machop was a Pokemon. It was like one of the first ones.
I'm not talking about Pokemon, dude.
I'm not talking about Pokemon either.
You just were. But you just were, bro.
I won't anymore.
Thank you. I got a bunch of useless decoration stuff.
Oh yeah, we need to. I think we can just drop it into the ocean.
Find something to eat, bro.
I'm holding stuff to eat. I'm just not eating it.
How long was that podcast?
We're not done. 30 minutes.
All right.
I think we'll go to an hour.
All right. Let's go to an hour.
Okay, so continuing into the realm of Militaria.
We'll probably get into history next podcast.
I think the ways
or politics.
The ways wars are fought right now are just really interesting. It's just
it hasn't really changed since Blitzkrieg.
Well, it's gotten smaller.
Yeah.
We found ways with all the weaponry, like the weapons of mass destruction that we have. I think it's interesting how casualties have gotten lower.
Yeah, and that brings up the argument: is it worth mad, mutually assured destruction to have lower casualties during war? Wars not being as.
Well, we've been at war, but not like a.
Well, here's the question: Do you think nukes contributed to peace across the globe?
They contributed to Japan not going.
We all know that.
We all know that. There's definitely a debate there of whether or not we haven't used them since then. I think it's contributing to a nuclear standoff in a sense. Yeah. Where if people have nukes, then we're just like, if you don't do that, I won't do that. It's kind of like that thing, like.
But the hard question is it worth this, is it worth this peace for, the possibility that the world could destroy the world? If you think about it, all it takes is some insane leader to press a button, or I don't know how it works, but just.
I think there's probably a key involved.
Yeah, there probably is.
Gotta unlock some things.
I don't think we'll ever.
There's Will Smith somewhere in the background.
Yeah, Will Smith is involved in some way.
Just Obama. Obama's there. He hasn't been president for 30 years, but he's just there. Oh, Mitt Romney.
Honestly, Obama or not, but he had an awesome voice.
Oh yeah.
I don't care if you like him or not.
I can't
you
do
just
the
have to
impression.
admit he had an awesome voice.
Yeah, Trump's voice is just funny. I like it. It's hilarious.
No, I don't like his voice. I don't care if you like him, but I don't like his voice.
No, I don't like it. It sounds gross, but I think it's funny. He's wrong. You fade.
You fade.
You fade. Bernie Sanders is fantastic. Not really. I mean, hilarious, but not as a. Once again, socialism will never work in this country. It hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked. Period. Really. In theory, it's just.
What's happening to the dodos? Look at the house. They're mating.
Oh no! Am I interrupting, guys?
Now that the fire's on, the eggs should be warm and they should hatch.
Those and turn the lights down low.
Don't.
Put some music on.
But yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I am a little more liberal, but
it just hasn't worked.
I'm not socialist
in any situation yet. So. Tank is.
I know this is what people say all the time, but we've actually never has real communism been tried before. Make him follow you.
Yeah, because even the light stuff has just been terrible.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so. I think it's gone well in Scandinavian countries, but our country is very different from.
Yeah, but they're not.
They're still capitalists, but
they're social market economies. Most of them. They're not actually. They're not even socialist. Really, there are aspects that could be seen as leading towards socialism.
Yeah.
But there's no country that's even a majority socialist. Not really. And the ones that aren't successful. I mean, there's no successful country that's.
Well, yeah, you can consider China communist, but they're slow. They're pretty quickly actually turning to capitalism.
Which is, I think, always a good thing. I don't think.
I mean, there's a reason we get all our stuff from China now.
Yeah. Yeah. The fight against communism, Cold War type thing. I don't know. That didn't really go so well. I think the imperialistic nature of it. Everybody's like, "Hey, yo, calm down, buddy." To America, we're just like, "Yay, we all make money here," and they're like, "We do too, just not a lot of it because my neighbor works in the adult film industry and I'm an engineer. He makes more
All
than me."
right, Will.
It's just like
Whoa there, Will.
somebody that works at McDonald's can make just as much as an engineer. And I'm sorry, but
What
somebody.
type of rabbit hole are we going into right now?
We're not. We're still talking about socialism here, but
Okay.
somebody that works at McDonald's does not deserve the same amount of somebody that went 4 years.
Yeah, I was
a
riding a bike with
university.
a friend, and we went down to McDonald's, went through the drive-through, like, you know, because we're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we were riding our bikes, and this 40-year-old lady comes up to us and is like, "You guys cannot ride your bikes up here again, okay?" And I kind of just wanted to say,
Like the bikes are not allowed.
"No, you're not allowed to have bikes in drive-through." And I just kind
You're
of
not allowed to exist here anymore.
No, I mean, in some cases, like the people that have to work at fast food restaurants,
You
they're
feel
they're
bad.
disadvantaged. They come from poor families that sometimes just can't afford to, for whatever reason, not have an education. But if you just don't try, if you just don't try at all to
Oh look, female tanks following.
like if you don't try to get an education and just say, "Oh, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
famous.
I think it
I'm
was-
gonna be famous. I'm gonna be a famous football player." Like if you don't
You
try,
can't rely on that.
Yeah, you can't rely on
Even
that.
Shaquille O'Neal when he was at LSU, he was told his dad was like, he's like you're gonna get an actual degree because basketball is not always gonna be there for you.
But I'm not hating on people that have no other choice but to work at McDonald's
Yeah,
or
yeah.
parties. But people that just don't try, that it's their fault that they're working there. I don't really.
I think what is happening?
Oh my God, they're so loud. The dodos.
What is it? Why?
They're really annoying.
I think it was I don't remember who it was. It might have been Steve Jobs or something like that. And he's like, it's not in your control if you're born poor, but if you die poor, it's your fault.
Yeah, I think in most cases that's true.
I think in most cases, yeah. I mean, some people just get screwed over their whole lives, it's out of their control. But I think most people, there's always the opportunity to improve. There's always the opportunity to learn more and do better.
But you shouldn't hate on your country for you should try to improve it.
Yeah, you shouldn't blame your country for your shortcomings, or even the country's shortcomings, because it's not
Well,
the country.
that's not exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you hate your country, don't complain about it. Try to fix it.
In this country, yeah. In this country, you have the
That
to
you
leave.
have the opportunity to try to fix it.
You can go to a
In my
country that you
opinion,
believe is
in my
better,
opinion.
and you have just as much freedom to. Yeah, you can try to fix it. That's the beauty of democracy.
Oh my God, they're so loud. I'm leaving. I'm
You
out.
shouldn't have them. Dude.
Why they're just
Why
Are
they scared of the eggs?
I don't know. They're all next to the door. Something is concerning them. No, go through the other door. They're all.
I light it on fire.
No, don't do that. Why would you do that? Why? No, Will, stop! Stop! I'll kill you. They're my dodos. Good. Okay. We okay now? We're okay? Will, no. Okay, stop. We can do this after the podcast, okay? Okay? I'll set female tank on fire.
Don't do it!
I swear to God, I'll hurt him. Alright, put down your weapon. I need crafted bow.
Dude, we can't let this happen. This is terrible.
No, just let them be. Let them be for now.
Let
Stop.
it be, let it be, let it be.
Just go
let
somewhere
it
else
be.
if they're annoying you.
Leave.
You're starving,
Okay. I know it's kind of off topic from Militaria. In your opinion, what is the best genre of music? What in the name of
Call me young, but I don't know who that is.
the best genre of music?
Oh, genre. I thought you said drawn row. I'm not really sure. I don't listen to that much music.
Really?
Yeah.
I love music. Yeah,
I'm
I'd
crafting
say
a bow right now.
classic rock was definitely. If we're talking about it from a musical perspective.
I do like Billy Joel.
The most diverse stuff musically was definitely from classic
I
rock.
like Dave Matthews.
Jazz is just wrong notes, okay? Anybody can come at me. I've played jazz a lot. It's just wrong notes.
It's just wrong notes. That's it.
It's
That's
just
all it is.
you can play the wrong notes and you will nobody
You'll play jazz?
nobody will know.
Well, you seem to have a very strong opinion on jazz.
I was in jazz band.
That's true. I
I still think it's just wrong notes.
that is true.
I went to all district for jazz, but it's not hard. That's why I did it, because it's just wrong notes.
You're gonna get hate for that, Will.
No, I'm not. Nobody listens to jazz anymore. I play it because it's a challenge. Normal music is not as hard, so I try to find things to challenge myself more. That's why I learn instruments, just for the heckin' smacking of it, you know.
Heckin' smacking. What word is that?
Heckin' smacking.
They're all just. I'm not gonna say it. We're gonna get like. No.
What are?
The dodos. They're just doing their thing.
I told you we need to make a chamber too.
Yeah. Well, no. This is their chamber. We'll make a separate living quarter.
I wonder if I have enough points to learn a.
Bow.
I should.
Inside the dodo chamber, there's some raw.
I have enough to learn that and the.
Oh, get the boba. Yeah. That's.
I'm crafting.
Yeah. Oh, we need to get that next. A small crop.
Small crop plot?
Yeah.
What type of crops are there in this game?
I have seeds. Oh, like berries. Like the berries.
Oh, do we grow like berry bushes?
I guess.
That's fun.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
fun.
so we're catching a pterodactyl basically. Okay, I need.
When was that age? Okay, I guess we are. That's fine.
I have a bola.
You have a
Okay, I'm gonna get like a crud load of Oh, I know the standing torch recipe too. Let's do standing torches and we'll chop down. We'll deforest, but basically this area.
Yeah, deforestation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but like a lot of my friends, but except you, Will.
Very environmental. Well, yeah, but it's a game, so who cares?
Environmentalist.
Who cares? It's a game though. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
In real life, I don't support deforestation, of course, but.
Let's talk about nuclear energy because we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, thorium.
Yeah, thorium.
Yeah. I completely support a full move to nuclear energy. A lot of people get scared of it because they're like, "Oh, nuclear bombs, please."
Well,
no.
ever since Chernobyl, it's gotten much.
Yeah,
much
like
more
3 Mile Island, stuff like that. You know. Yeah, nothing in Russia's sophisticated. You can't look. That's me.
Wow.
Apologize to all my Russians out here.
Oh, sorry, Russians.
All 0 of the Russians that are listening to this, along with the other 0 people.
No, let's not say any of our friends' names in this, okay? Because, you know. I was about to say. Oh, dodos.
I know.
Dodos are going at it again.
They're getting it, man. I need rocks.
I told you a dodo farm was a great idea.
Okay, dude.
Go get your rocks, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah, thorium is definitely the way we should go.
I agree with that. From what you told me, yeah.
Did you not watch the thing?
I did, but I don't remember a lot about it.
Yeah. This our dodo?
Just kill it. We have plenty.
I think I'm gonna make it suffer.
I think it's just one male dodo in there.
Wait, where's Tank?
Female Tank is right here. She's chilling.
Does she not see that I hit
She's
this
chilling
thing?
by the campfire. No, she's. I put her on neutral. Oh, I can level her up. But yeah, thorium. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and explain the benefits of thorium.
Okay. Thorium is somewhere. I don't remember how much more prevalent it is. It's much more prevalent than uranium is. Mm-hmm. It's already in its refined state, whereas uranium, for one, when you mine uranium, you don't get as much of it, and once you get that small amount, you have to refine it. So about 1% of uranium can be converted to 235.
Mm-hmm. What's 235?
235 is the kind that we can use. 238 is just the random crap that nobody gives two flip-flop and fliddlies about, you know?
You're so like... You don't even remember anything from Alabama, but you're like the perfect embodiment of it.
Yeah, I know. So, you get this small amount, and it's not even close to what you need, so you have to get like massive sums of this stuff to even use it. And we're rapidly running out of uranium. Like, we're not going to have enough to support nuclear power in the future. For uranium, at least. Now, thorium, it's much more prevalent. Thorium can perform... 1 ton of it performs just as well as 10 tons of uranium-235. And that's somewhere near 35,000 tons of coal. Mm-hmm. So, Yeah, 1 ton of thorium.
Does it produce as much nuclear energy or nuclear waste? Sorry.
No, it doesn't produce as much nuclear waste. It's not as weaponizable because the thing about thorium.
It's not weaponizable. That's good too.
Because to make thorium reactive, it has to be exposed to plutonium like starter. So when you when you make a flamethrower and you have a pilot flame and then you shoot the gas out. Okay, so you kind of need like a pilot flame.
Yeah.
In a sense. Yeah. So you'll have liquid thorium in a tank exposed to a small amount of plutonium. Not enough that plutonium people could argue is weaponizable, which it is, but this small sum is nowhere near.
Well, I mean uranium is too, so
yeah,
I mean there's
this small sum is not enough, and there will definitely be less of it than there would in a uranium reactor. So if anything happens, you drain the liquid thorium away from the plutonium and it's not reactive. If you try to stop uranium while it's in its process of reactivity, excuse me, it just it keeps going. You can't stop it basically.
Yeah.
You can't cool it. There's nothing to do. That's where things like Chernobyl and because if the cooling systems fail while it's happening, you can't just refill it and be like, oh, it's cooled down now. No, it goes. That's it.
You're done.
You're done.
You gotta get out of there.
Leave as quick as possible. Like, there's no sense in trying to save it. Thorium, you just drain it off and you're vibing. That's it.
You're vibing.
You're vibing. You are straight vibing.
Nice.
And that's all. So it's more fuel efficient. It's easier. How many of these can I make? 3. It's more efficient. We can completely switch to it. There's no increase in nuclear waste production. I think there might be less. And it's just better really. We can do it. It's just less known of a thing. We've been using uranium since like 38, 39. That's what Project
Manhattan Project.
Manhattan Project was. Also very cool. I love researching stuff like that.
But why can't we why don't we have as many thorium reactors now?
It's just lesser known. We've used uranium for so long. And I think it would cause too much of a decrease in power production to shut down a uranium reactor and switch it to. Well, it'd take time to switch to thorium, and there's homes that have to be powered. So I think the possible result could be we switch to like coal temporarily, and to try to get our thorium reactors up. And the amount of pollution that would cause, I think is what might be deterring it.
Yeah.
I haven't looked into the reasons of why we have not. I've just looked into the reasons of why we should.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it might be one of those things like just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it, that whole
shenanigans
dilemma. You got like a lot of wood?
Go get some from the fire. I put like 50 in there.
I'm gonna need like 50 for each thing.
Just go collect some then. Oh, why are you relying on me, huh?
No,
Yeah, what were you saying?
I don't know, what was I saying?
About the thorium?
Yeah, I really just am not aware of any reasons why we shouldn't.
What I find interesting is like if you place trees around coal factories, it decreases the pollution. It can decrease the pollution by like 1/3.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, and that's more than advanced advanced technologies.
Methods.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's just, I think it's probably because of
sometimes the simplest stuff can be the best solutions. Which is kind of cool.
I'm lighting these standing torches.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably because the main waste product that goes into the environment from coal production is carbon dioxide. That's what trees need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that makes sense. And we do need coal. I don't think we can really eliminate coal production. It's just so.
We need to try. We have to try our best.
Well, to reduce, definitely. I think.
To the point where we're carbon neutral.
Yeah. Carbon neutrality is not a problem. Just what will it cost to get to that point?
It'll cost a lot, but I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Not just because like
It's just we gotta.
it's gonna hurt the environment. It's gonna do. Honestly, climate change. The Earth will recover from climate change, but we'll be dead by then. We'll be dead from climate change by then. The Earth won't care. The Earth doesn't really care about. I'm talking like the Earth as a human being, but.
My dot hot.
The Earth doesn't really care about us.
Don't care about your feelings.
Because life will adapt, but we'll die. We'll be dead by then.
Yeah, it's if we can adapt.
Yeah. It's not gonna adapt
can.
quick enough for us to like survive. Now I'm not saying that climate change isn't gonna hurt the environment, but it's gonna be short. It's gonna be so short term in the span of like
kind of
the
far.
Earth's life.
Yeah. Yeah. So it could definitely. I don't know. Climate change has adopted such a political nature around it.
Yeah, I think
we should approach it from a scientific standpoint, really.
Exactly.
I think any
Honestly, if scientists say climate change isn't real, I'll believe them. But right now they're saying it is, and we have to do something.
Well, because the climate's always changing. That is the thing.
That is the thing, but we're making it go faster.
Yeah, of course we are. That's how intelligent anything, like cow farts contribute to pollution, okay?
It's actually burping. Cows burping, actually. You know?
Do they put off methane when they burp? It's
really burps. It's not really farts. How many donuts do we have in there?
Dude. Why? Okay, this might seem like a stupid question, but it is a legitimate. Why have farts been portrayed as like brown or green? Because methane's blue. Methane is blue.
You mean like under what light? Under what type of light?
Like cartoons, I guess.
No, yeah. But like under what type of light is methane blue?
In high concentrations, yes, it's blue. Like
what? Okay, I don't really know why. Probably because
Uranus is made of methane.
Okay.
The planet Uranus, I'll say Uranus.
Yeah.
It's made of methane. It's a blue planet. Mm-hmm. I think Neptune is like hydrogen something whatnot. I don't know. I'm not up to my planet compositions.
Yeah. Real sorry.
Darn tootin'. But I do know for a fact Uranus is it is methane. So it's blue. It's a blue planet.
Yes, we know it's blue.
Yeah, so I don't know why we've always portrayed it. I guess it's just before people knew methane was blue.
Yeah.
And we just kind of went with it because nobody really knows methane's blue. Most people don't even know what Uranus is. Uranus.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, it's also its axis is like 92 degrees, like off of.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's a sideways. It's not. People say off its axis. It's not off its axis. Its axis is just sideways.
It has a different
That's
just
one.
how it is.
It's not like some meteor hit it, because for one, a meteor can't hit it. It's not a solid planet. Stupid.
Well, I mean, it can go.
It's stupid. Freaking idiot. It probably wouldn't hit it anyways. It's such a large planet that it would bounce off of the...
it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, it would bounce off the gravitational pull. It would just kind of like spin around and do a 360 no-scope.
Do you think you heard you have the Jupiter's moon Europa?
Yeah.
Do you think it could have life? I'm not sure where I'm going.
Yeah, Europa. Well, Europa is like it's like an ice, whatever. It's an ice moon,
it has like a. Basically, it's surrounded.
It's like a shell of ice and there's an ocean.
Yeah, it's surrounded by ice and there's a relatively warm ocean under it.
There's
so
actually
it very much could harbor life.
Well, relative to what?
What do you mean?
You said relatively warm. Is it relative to what? Is it relative to space or relative to Earth?
Relative to Earth, like the point at which life can survive at.
I think it's possible. I don't even think it'd be safe to say aliens. And maybe the same type. Maybe it's the same freaking like type of life. I don't know.
Yeah, we just don't know
yet. We've never been that. The only thing that's been that far is like what, Voyager 2, right?
Yeah. No, there's been plenty of things that have gone past Jupiter.
Satellites, not very active things and not very useful things for determining if there's life on it.
Yeah. Like not. Yeah.
Neptune has an ocean, or Neptune or Uranus or something like that has an ocean under its.
How can it have an ocean?
It has an ocean under its.
It's not solid. It's a gas giant.
Well, it's gas giant because the outer layer is gas. There's a thick layer of glass, and then gas, and then it's water.
And then the core you're talking about.
The core is ice.
Oh. Okay. So I see what you mean. But wouldn't it be so cold that all the water would freeze?
No, I don't remember which precise planet it is. And I'm not going to look it up because my phone is recording this.
I'm so encumbered I can't even move.
I'll encumber you a little bit more with my wood.
Don't.
The wood that's in my inventory. Not my wood, just the wood that I possess.
Alright, you know what, just...
Womp womp.
You can stop talking now. You're done. You're done, Will. You're just done.
Interesting.
Go cut down some trees.
I'm cutting down trees, Father.
But
yeah, there's an ocean under the gas layer, which I thought was interesting. I don't know
That's
if
pretty cool.
I don't know if it can sustain life though. It's just such an odd.
Yeah. I heavily doubt it if I can see.
Yeah.
You know, Jupiter has all the gas giants have rings.
Yeah.
Just Saturn has it like more pronounced.
Saturn has the cooler rings.
Yeah. You know, like.
I think Uranus has the second most prominent rings though. They're just sideways. That's why we're talking about them. It was speculation of a ninth planet.
You know, Saturn actually has a hexagon storm on its north pole.
Yes. A lot of the planets have big storms, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, nobody can... They're like, ooh, it is a red spot. So, people give Jupiter all the credit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think Jupiter deserves that much credit.
Yeah.
He's not that cool.
Stupid Jupiter.
Stupid Jupiter.
Saturn's better.
Stupid Jupiter.
I don't care I don't care if I get hate for this. Saturn's just the best planet.
Earth?
No, Saturn.
The one that can harbor intelligent life?
No, shut up. It's Saturn.
I'm doing
Your opinion has been silenced.
I feel like a real Republican now.
Well, let's not go down that rabbit hole yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Just jokes, guys. It's all in the...
Please don't hurt me. Am I gonna have to punch this dodo again, dude?
Make it obey you.
No, it's just in my way. I can't.
Listen to me.
I just literally can't.
Why can't you?
I'm just punching them out of the way.
Dude, they're gonna die.
They're fine. They'll heal.
I'm gonna turn off our torches. Turn off. I'm gonna put out our torches. Just while we're
Turn off. Are these eggs gonna hatch or am I just gonna collect them?
Oh, I forgot what I was even doing. I'm supposed to be making bows and arrows.
I wonder if will these things actually like hatch?
I have no idea, buddy.
Hold on. We'd have to look it up.
Okay. So I need more fiber to be able to make 10 arrows.
So yeah, we only got like 3 minutes left on this. Do you just want to end it here?
If we want to close this one out, I guess. So we had some pretty good discussion, just discussing military history, which is always fun to talk about.
Military history, astronomy, the environment.
Yeah, it got pretty diverse. Actually, it was more of a rabbit hole type episode than we really thought it would be. So that's cool. I hope everybody has a good day. You know, just hanging out. This has been the Floaty Boaty podcast. We'll catch you all in the next episode.